a video I'm going to have about green-ware. As you can see, this piece right here is a piece of green-ware. It has not been fired yet, and it's very soft to the touch if you feel it. With this piece of green-ware, I have windows on it, so I have to be careful where I place my hands when I touch this. And it's also hollow inside, so you have to be careful on how much pressure you put into holding it. So I'm going to use this tool to clean the ceramic. Cleaning is practically just taking off the seams it gets from the mold after it comes out, and any other things you don't want on it, like there's a crack here, there's spots in a few places, stuff like that. So I'm going to use this curved edge to go along the seam along the roof here to smooth it out, because I don't want that there anymore. Now along the sides of the chimney here, there are these seams that I want to get rid of too. So I'm going to use careful where I place my fingers. I don't want to press it on the windows. And I'm going to use a curved edge and go over the top of the chimney. Now I'm going to go along the side of the roof here where it has a seam. So now I'm going to do one of the windows here. I'm going to do the front one. Second thought, I'm going to do this one on the side. It's going to be easier. Now I gotta be very careful where I place my fingers because there's windows here and here. And I'm gonna use this curved edge to get into the inside of the windows. Looks pretty good. Okay, shake it if you feel like it. Get the stuff left in there if you have a piece like this. Now what I usually do on mine, I put my initials in the year in it. So you just use a pointed edge and just carefully carve your initials if you feel like it in the year. And you can also use this tool. It's basically like sandpaper, except in a small line, I guess. And you can just use it to rub off any blemishes that might be on there that you won't use this tool for. Like there's this indent in the roof right here, and I don't want that there. So I'm just going to sand it off, smooth it away. See there? Can't even tell it's there anymore. You can do that all along your seams if you feel like you need to. Where you already use this tool, it helps smoothen them out more. And the curved edge, I mainly use it for getting inside of things or rounding things. This is kind of the go-to edge. This one is very nice as well, but you have to be careful when you use it because you can just scratch right into it real easy. And then if you use it flatly like this, you can leave weird lines in it, and you don't really want that. But this curved edge allows you to get it to go around edges, just smooth things over. So let's say I don't like this indent right here in the window. And I actually really don't. That's not supposed to look like that. So what you need to do is, if you like broke off a piece or anything, it's still Green-ware, so you can still kind of mold it a bit. So I'm just going to take this shaving off here, and I'm going to stick it where that would be. And I'm going to get some water. And I'm going to put the pointed edge in it and dip it in there, and then I'm just going to kind of just spread it on there. And wipe the rest of it off because I don't need a whole lot. You don't want to get this too wet, you just need enough to mold it. So you just kind of mold it in with either edge you feel would be more useful. When using the tool, you can kind of tell what side would be most useful for you. So you just kind of smooth it out a bit while it's still wet and moldable. I'm just going to use this flat edge and kind of just press it flat. Use a curved edge to get whatever's left inside of there. I don't need that there. And then there. You just have to let that dry, and then you can shape it a bit more, when it shave it off the extra parts that you don't need there. So I guess that's the basics of Green-ware. You just gotta remember to be very careful of how you handle it. You don't want to press it down at a weird angle and then accidentally break off when your parts. Like if I press too hard like this chimney might break, or if I held it hard and I could press right through a window. You don't want that at all. Oh, this piece right here is part of my set I'm doing. This is the candy shop, and I figured I'd do one of the simpler buildings. Doesn't have a whole lot of hard windows to do, and it's got easy seams to go along with. Remember, Green-ware isn't fired yet, so you gotta be very careful with it. Because whatever you do to it, like if you break this really bad, there's no going back. You have to get a whole nother piece. Like when it's fired, I guess, afterwards, and you just break it in half, you can always glue it back together, but you can't glue. And remember not to paint it, because it's still Green-ware.